Netcasting live from somewhere near the mid-Atlantic coast, it's the Justin Hustin Show. And now your host, Justin Hustin. Well, greetings everyone, and welcome to the program. Justin Hustin here for you today from the Belco Media Break Room. What a wonderfully wild and woeful weekend we all witnessed with the passing of Prince, dead at 57. Prescription Preconcept, the potential perpetrator in the Purple One's passing, like so many. What? Okay, well, all right. Raymond says to quit it with the alliteration. All right then. Well, but anyway, Preconcept is a powerful opioid prescribed for particular problems pertaining to post-procedural pain. Very addictive. As many of you may or may not know, yours truly suffered a near-fatal cheerleading accident in 1978 while on squad at the University of Alabama. But that did, in fact, put an end to my cheering career, and after only one season, I guess it was over the next 30 years or so, I was able to self-medicate with Manischewitz table wine, and fairly well I could do that. And then I guess it was in around 2008, after mixing Manischewitz with a bus ride to Memphis, I decided to go ahead and have a procedure. And my aftercare regime included the opioid Preconcept, and after only 2 weeks, I became a raving dope fiend. My doctor, Dr. Jesse now Jerome, had the good sense to cut me off. Thank goodness for that. And I calmed down after a day or two. But, Prince, on the other hand, not so lucky. Apparently, he could not shake the snake after a procedure that he had to correct years of non-stop dancing. If you were with us last week, if you were here, you'll remember that right at the end of the show, we had a code purple here at Bilko Media's Main Street studios, and it was alerting us that Prince, the Prince of America, had crossed over. And, most responsible companies have that policy in place, to alert in that kind of situation. But everyone left the building in an orderly fashion and assembled in the parking lot for an all-night dance-a-thon. And boy, everyone was still going at 10 or 11 the next morning, and finally the police were called and had to break it up. And yeah, that's right, Miss Kelly had a hard time, especially at first. She said she always thought Prince was a pixie who wore boots and didn't know that he could sing. And turns out she'd never heard any music that wasn't free on the internet. So, and now, the second-hand news. Airplane landing place, Mountain View, California. After 3 harrowing days basically adrift in the skies over the Pacific, the Solar Impulse 2, a so-called sun-propelled miracle, has landed. Powered by teeth-grinding fear, the amazing flying machine came to rest after 62 insufferable hours of non-stop uncertainty. Visibly shaken, pilot Bertrand Piccard bolted from the cockpit and paced the tarmac for several minutes before finally answering a reporter's question regarding the plane's performance. "Dangerously slow," said Piccard, "and awkward. Terribly, dangerously awkward." Picard went on to say that he was never, quote, 100% sure about the flight from Hawaii to the United States, and that he's a pioneer just like the pioneers of olden times because of the hardships he endured in the cockpit, such as no heating or air conditioning, navigating, and health checks, lots and lots of health checks. And, but as of this morning, it turns out Picard had not been scalped by the naive Americans or eaten by fellow pioneers. And now, the rest of the news. iPhone 7's lack of features means iPhone sales in 2016 could dip to 2014 levels. Well, do you always feel like someone's watching you? You remember that song, La 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 La, watching you, especially at the ATM? I'll tell you how to help you help yourself with that little problem next. Welcome to the Nature Store. You feeling okay? Come in, look around, see something you like? No problem, just bring it to the front. Clarendaralella will ring up your item and place it in the reusable canvas bag that you brought. Soon after, you'll exit the storefront with your purchase and return to the place you call home. No problem, just like a real store. Need a weekly special? Here's some from old Dandy Dan. He's still kicking. Now we got a lot of specials. Come on and get them. Cayenne, hot cayenne. Cayenne is the greatest herbal aid into circulation. No other herb increases your blood flow faster. The most powerful cayenne extract available, 180,000 heat units, blasts through your backstage and gets you up and going. If you want one, it's a $79.95, and the 4 is a $25, but save 35%. Come on, and Bloodstream Formula. Bloodstream Formula combines red clover with other blood-cleansing herbs to create a powerful formula, especially helpful when taking to get your liver and the bowels and the kidney. It's $11.50. It's 38%. It's about 2 to 3. It's $11, and there's 4 to 15. It's 45, 25, and say 44%. I'm Dandy Dan, the Nature Store, just like a real store. 3, 2, 1. Selfie! It's time for Selfie Help. A long, hard look in the mirror of the disaster you call life. Justin Hustin is ill-equipped to give advice, and he has no training in the fields of psychiatry, psychology, or social work. Well, many of you out there today within the sound of my voice are seized and diseased with a common condition known as photatum, or fear of the ATM. Real true photatum is not to be confused with the healthy common sense awareness that accompanies the average person as they bargain with a cold and lifeless computer machine to get their money out of the dead blame thing. No, real true photatum, or fear of the ATM, can lead to repetitive psychological trauma, aka the mental hives, not to mention fiduciary cramps, in rare cases even bankruptcy. How do you know? You might say, Justin, how do I know if I have photatum? The truth is, you probably already know, but you just don't know if you know it yet or not. So, well, here, does your heart race and sweat upon approach? Do you twitch and fidget when you're supposed to be doing stuff and buttons and everything like that? Well, do you gyrate, tick, and start to kick out a little on the right side. Well, you've got leg Tourette's, and that's a surefire symptom. Do you keep glancing in those mirrors, thinking about how weird your chin looks and the one on the right, but not so much the one on the left? Did you leave your money, like $600 or something? If you answered yes to all of these questions, then it's time to make a new start. And starting begins with the first step. Step number 1. Take a look around before walking up to the ATM, especially at night. Number 2, don't go to the ATM at night. Step number 3, if it seems dark, let a bank manager know immediately so they can get some more lights out there. Number 4, stand between the ATM and anyone else. Here's one, number 5. Shield your activities with your hand and hunch up some. Have your phone handy in case someone needs your pen. Step number 7, if it looks like someone is following you, drive away to the nearest place and report the incident to the police. And finally, don't count your money in front of strangers. Grab it, shove it down your pants, and run like hell. And no more available for you and help you and help yourself to help you. We'll be right back. Goodison, but how long's your neck? You have no idea. It's 9 inches. It's 20 inches. It's 100 inches. Don't worry about it. Buy me a plane ticket. Fly me down. And tell me where you live. Give me your address. I'll come over with my ruler. It's 12 inches. It's 50. Don't be stupid. You got a regular freaking neck. No more guesswork. No more awkward parties. I'm Goody Goodison. How long's your neck? Reading Twitters, reading Twitters, reading Twitters, yeah! Well, so many great Twitters and Twitters on YouTubes and emails. And remember, you can contact the show directly at justinhustinshow@gmail.com, and that will work if you have questions or prayer requests or anything like that. So at YouTube, Miss Kelly says, go ahead and get us on the YouTubes and subscribe to our channel. Whatever that means, I don't know. But if you received some positive self-gratification while listening to the program, please give us your heart and all of your thumbs and everything. All right, Raymond, I said all that stuff. Let's go ahead and go to the Twitters. Okay. Here's a Twitter from the YouTubes. Astrid7 months ago. R.I.P. Billy Mays. Why? ? Reply 21. View all. For replies, reply. Love at all. First trust. Few. 4 weeks ago. I heard he was bumping that OxyClean. Here's one from NaGC 19. Hours edited. If they don't play Lloyd at Ashanti's South Side sometime in the movie, I must start a protest. Okay, some of the nice Twitters from YouTubes, and now let's have some. Go ahead and do a couple of regular Twitters real quick. Here's one from BRAD. The me is MVP @Bamley88 APR27, and it says @Danielle Tosh Morning Bro. And then here we have one here from someone, Lady Gaga, verified account at Lady Gaga. And it says here, gonna miss you, man. Thank you for all you gave to music. And it says like a cartoon of praying hands, and the world, motorcycle, pot, cigarette, and then a fist making a devil sign. And that's, well, I don't know, http www.jukebo.com//music, music, comma, clip, comma, sign, dash, o, dash, the, dash, times, comma, sir, flew, and HTM, that's too much, and dot, I just say dot on that one. Then here's one from No Chill Rodrigo at my at TTFTME, April 23 at Lady Gaga, follow me, Queen. And then it's a picture of a fratted boy holding a lit match. So, well, those are all of the Twitters that people wrote on the internet today. And hey, you know, when we come back, recent litigation against Bilko Media has forced a change. In the process, the Justin Hustin Show is brought to you by Rice. Really? Tampoons. They're back. And Hervé Villachet's Hard Rock Cafe. The process. Welcome back, everybody. We've moved out of the break room temporarily and in here to the Palladium Room for today's final segment. What's going on? Justin, you might say, what's going on? Well, if you were with us 2 weeks ago, you'll remember that I was hit in the face by the hoodlum toddler I can't... Okay, I can't say that. I can't say call little Delbert a hoodlum toddler. Okay, so little Delbert, anyway, hit me in the face after I asked him to please little Delbert stop screaming, and we were in a break when that happened. But anyway, that led to him to being picked up by Child Collective Services on account of his absentee dad, Medium Delbert. And Medium Delbert wasn't with him, and he had no affiliation with anyone in the building. Apparently he was on his own and aimlessly wandering throughout the borough. But Lil Delbert's grandfather, Big Delbert, got wind of the whole thing and got mad and said he was going to sue on account of no one called him. How are we going to know how to... I didn't even know there was a Big Delbert. But anyway, so Bilko Media called in Tuna Bill, the Big Fish Entertainment attorney trademark, and they worked out what they called a settlement or so. And I don't know what that means, except that Big Delbert will now be allowed to perform musical numbers on my show from time to time, so he won't sue people, I guess. So do I have to read this, Raymond? I do? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Palladium Room an outstanding musical group, Big Delbert and the a cappella group.
He's singing his life away There's little John Quill just down the hill. He's singing his life away. There's a little John Quill just down the hill.
He's singing his life away.
He's singing his life away.
He's got a place to go.
He's got a place to go, Lord, but he'll never go.
'Cause he's singing his life away.
He's singing his life away. Fair maidens to thrushes, they never stay long.
They're singing their lives away.
Someone's singing her life away.
Well, maybe next season.
Well, maybe this season the thistle and the twine will make a house so strong that no rhyme or reason could tear asunder.
When we sing the song.
Yet on and on they sing the song.
Well, maybe next year we won't be here.
Now maybe next year we will not be here,
Just singing our lives away.
just singing our lives away.
So there we go, Big Delbert and his gang with their primitive music smash, John Quill's Hell Choir. For producer Raymond, technical director Miss Kelly, and everybody here at Bilco Media, I'm Justin Hustin saying goodbye, America.